This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we get a little bit of Soul Band Reloaded up today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, just from a basic standpoint, I cracked 6,003 million, so that's really good. I hit that this morning, actually, when I updated my Soul Force Emergencies. If you take a look at and you can update the actual emergence that's under Source Full Stress. Right here, the Soul Force Emerge. You can update this. You should be updating, checking on this frequently. All you have to do is hit place all, okay, and that'll automatically. And what it does is it adjusts based on the team. Okay, so and it's really effective because I was at 50. Was it 5970? I think it was. But when I hit the place all, it reset. It took it all the way up to 6,003. So that was like a 30 big jump. So definitely a big jump. So you should check this frequently. Just hit place all, and it'll automatically adjust adjust the SP on that. So just make sure that you do your soul power on that. So automatically do it. Do it at least once a week, especially if you're updating. Equipment, soul bones, and things like that, and as you're adjusting those things, so just make sure that you do keep up on that. All right, in terms of events, we've got hidden weapon event up. We got tie. So this was actually, this is the actual one that is in the actual theater right here. So you can get free shards, 1 shard of this a day for 3 tickets. It's a triple S hidden weapon, so hey, might as well go for it. It can also, you should be doing these 2 definitely daily. Okay, now I'm in the process of doing it right now. The last 3 tickets, I do 2 of these to get Soulmaster or to get shards for Seaguy Tank Sand, and I do this, and then I do the last 3 I use to get this right here. This is okay, but it's it's an SS plus. I might as well just go for SSS shard. So that's the way I see it about it. And I need Seaguy Tank and TP. So everything, all 3 of those actually, that's all my 10 tickets, and it completely fills up the actual thing. Also, make sure that you are reclaiming inside of the daily pack. It's gone because when you claim it, it goes away. But there's a daily pack here, and you get one free sweep on one of those tickets. In your theater, so make sure that you do use that as well. Make sure that you claim it daily. It saves you have to do the thing for it. Watch the little thing. Usually they're just little, it's a 30-second skip, but sometimes you can click out of it inside of 10 to 15 seconds, sometimes even 5 seconds, which is really good because it's they're generally the same one over and over and over again. Once you've seen it the first time, you don't have no need to watch it again. But in terms of events, we do have that up, so that's going to be a 3-day event. Useless for me. I'm sure everybody's got these maxed out by now. Okay, the Crimson Sky and the Eye of Terror. If you shouldn't, you should be coming darn close to it because they've even got it in the hidden weapon chest here. Once you get this, it's the same ones. They've added the Sword of Judgment, which I also have maxed out. So I've got all 3 of these maxed out. So there is no reason that you should not have 3 SS plus hidden weapons maxed out by now. Okay, I'm working on my 4th right now, and that's what I was hoping that they would really take the D6, especially this. This should be a choice chest, a max choice chest, an 8 choice. Okay, there shouldn't be any reason to. I can understand limiting the freebie. I can understand that. Okay, but considering what you have to go through and how much that you actually have to spend to get down to here, this should be a choice chest, or at least the last one that 30 times it should be a choice chest, but it's not. It's still the same 3. So you need to expand the rewards a little bit because I'm trying to get my hidden weapons up, but it's really difficult because once you get these 3 maxed out, okay, there's really not a lot of these. I mean, it's not too bad because we've got, as I said, we've got a couple of triple S's coming out. As you can see, the next hidden weapon will be the absolute defense one, and this is going to be totally awesome for a tank. So definitely something that you want to look at. So but the fact that they're releasing these triple S's, you think they'd be a little bit more free with the SS pluses, but they don't seem to be. They are with the actual character shards and stuff. It seems with hidden weapons and divine tools to a degree as well. They're not. They've opened up. Starting to open that up a little bit. I would expect that we would start to see that, but we haven't as of yet. So you should be able in 12 days. You should be able to get Ta'a. So you should be climbing it daily. I know, but hey. It's just going to speed up your ability to actually level it up. You want to get it to at least 2 or 3 stars before it'll be effective enough to replace one of your SS pluses in the team. At this rate it's going, I'll probably have this, I'll probably be able to get that one up faster than I actually will this one, simply because of the fact that I'm I'm capable of getting shards for that on a more frequent basis. So keep that in mind, as always, that it's a triple S, so it's something that you definitely want to go for. You should definitely be pulling out the shards for Eagle Eye. He's an excellent character. I'd have to say, at this particular time, he's probably the best in the game in terms of team making for PvE. PvP, that's going to be a little bit different. But we heard some good things about Lingling. We heard that there's a lot of that she's pretty good. Healer. We'll be seeing the final event for her, the next couple of events coming up, as she was just released. But she's definitely, if you're a newer player, and you need a healer, she definitely might be something that you want to build in terms of that. And then we'll make a determination after after a bunch of people have got her built up, and we'll see if she's worth spending all that on. So that is inside of the time limited. We have a Martial Soul event. You should definitely be participating in this. Building up these sets is exceedingly fun. So you can just go here and go sets. As you can see, I've got a couple of sets. And I'm starting to level these up. Okay. You can start going through this very fast when you start getting up at around 30. So really, just focus on any set that you can get with orange and red at this time. I wouldn't be focusing on any sets that had anything else. So as long as the set's made up completely of orange and red, that would be the sets that I would focus on at this particular time to start working up. Because I've already maxed out a lot of these actual. If you just go look at the shards. As you can see, starting to get in the purple, starting to get a lot of 4s, and then a lot of these are already maxed out. Okay, but they're low grades, and these are medium grades. So you really don't want to spend your soul power crystals on anything other than the orange and the red at this particular time. Once you start, of course, maxing out these, then you can, of course. Once they're all maxed in, you can start focusing on sets that might have different stuff in it. But for right now, I would just focus on enhancing the sets that are compromised of just the orange and the red at this particular time, or 3 orange, or 3 red, whatever you can get. But that's what I would focus on for right now. And then if they start making the crystal's a little bit more commonplace, because right now really the best place and the only place to get them is when they have the event or inside of the sect. So if you're not doing a sect, you should be doing a sect, as I've said before. Join a sect and participate in the boss. Just participating in it will get you that, and then what you can purchase inside of the store will allow you to pull. You'll get 1 10 pool a day. Okay, there hasn't been a day that's gone by that I haven't had a 10 pool, and a lot of days I'll get 2 10 pools. When they have events like this, which is in a time limited, I'll probably be able to snatch up 2 each day. And if you go in time limited sale, you can get 20. So there's probably going to be a day or two where I'm going to be able to make 3 10 pools. So just keep that in mind. You should definitely snatch these up. I know the price, it's a little bit steep, but it's really difficult. I mean, on your daily pools, you're generally going to get an orange, 1 or 2 orange shards in a pool, 10 pool. Okay, you're not going to get the full, of course, Martial Soul, but you'll get the shards for them. So it's anytime you can go ahead and snatch up 10 right here, this allows you to focus it. You can focus it on which one you want. So you can start focusing. It allows you to focus on ones that are in a set that you have. So that's why I say to do it. So definitely want to purchase this and this. And of course, you want to purchase the soul power as well, crystals, because again, when these events come up, it's best to participate in these events because it allows you to just build things a lot faster. Is basically what it's up for. So we've got keep that in mind. So we've got that going on there. Got the Taha. Everything else is pretty much the same as before. Ling Ling is out, but they do have the resource up. I ended up purchasing everything in here. Okay, I ended up able to buy everything, and I still was just purchasing some coins. After 1 million coins, I did that 3 times. But I purchased everything inside of the shop, so it was very generous in that terms. But so I hope everybody got the shards that they needed for her as the first event. So we'll be seeing her again in a couple of weeks, of course. And of course, another 2 weeks after that. So in about 4 weeks, we'll be able to actually summon her up, and then we can start seeing what right now, most of the people who purchased it, you have to pay for it if you wanted it right now, but you can purchase. With the first event, they had a sale in there where you could. I think it was $100. I think it was 100, where you could get the shards that would have been required to actually summon her up. So everything else pretty much the same. So keep an eye on everything. Battle Pass is up. They got to reset that a couple of days ago. As you can see, I have 2 of the tickets. Okay, so I managed to get up to. In the last one, I managed to get all the way up to. I actually had to buy some XP. I had to buy 5 to get to it, because you have to get to I think it's 95 is where you need to get to 90. I got up to 85, so I purchased 5 to get me to 90 because they are keeping the actual. He's still in here, so I'll be able to get him at the close of this. To be able to get the skin for him, which will be really nice. I just the SS plus person, they're not bad. Don't get me wrong, but if they're offering an SS skin, you're not. It's gonna be difficult to get this on a consistently. You really have to focus on it. Another thing that you might want to consider doing that I found to be effective is waiting until the weekend to claim the missions. Okay, because you get 2 times XP on the actual weekend. It seems like, and I've seen that consistently. So that might be something that you might want to consider, is holding off until the weekend, unless you run out of slots to actually fill. Because when you clear one, it resets to a different slot. So, but yeah, you might want to wait until the weekend, Saturday, and then cash them in so that you get double the XP. That might help out a little bit in terms of getting up to that. I mean, you can always buy the XP, and it doesn't cost any money. It just costs your diamonds, which you get. But so as long as you can get, try to get as close as you can to 80, because then you can purchase 10. And then you can purchase as much as you want, but it's a lot of diamonds. You can see 8,400, although that's a pretty good price considering it's taking you up 10 levels. But you want to try to get as close to it as you can. Either way, I'll be buying enough XP to get it, so I can get so I can exchange this in and get the actual outfit for him, because these outfits are pretty cool in terms of what the design and buffing as well too. So definitely something you want to look at, especially for it's a triple S character. You should be maxing him out. I mean, they're giving you the ways to do it. Okay, so free shards here and there. He said that doing it, you could get the free shard just by guaranteed to do that each day, and that allows you to to get him up. And as you can see, I've already managed to set up his design skill. I've already passed it through once. I'm working on the second one right now. Yeah, so it makes him a lot more powerful. So it should be something you do. So make sure that you do it each day and get that. Because it is worth it. Also work on his physical skills. That's what I'm doing right now. I've already got a couple maxed out. I'd max this one out. But it's yeah, he's a good character. I mean, survivability has not been a problem for him at all. So he's definitely definitely not something you need to worry about. So let's see, that was team def. I got the attack max. Team attack is maxed. So it looks like, or here's a team one right here. So yeah, definitely want to focus on him. I think that would be a really good choice. Got him up to 7. That's pretty good. So cracking up 6,000, went up to 6,005 right there just by doing a couple of skills. So definitely get in there, knock everything out. Remember that red packet drop is up, so definitely participate in that on a daily basis. You want to try to get as many as you can because you can claim that on Monday. I didn't have not a good day. I actually got I think it was like 15 or 1600 day before yesterday. That's why I'm already up to 2020 29. But I had 2 very low days of that. But it's luck. So you know, if you get one, you get one. If not, you don't. So definitely keep an eye out. We've also got the actual Grand Beast trial is up, Giant Beast trial. So make sure that you do knock this out. This is Giant Beast trial is now inside of the actual missions. If you look at the weekly, it's complete the giant beast trial. So you clear it. You free one of those. Not really needed. You don't need to get all of these to claim the last reward, but it's just one less thing you have to worry about. You can get 50 diamonds for it, as well as the tickets. So yeah, it's in there now too. So they're keeping track of everything, which is really good. It's nice that they've included it into the actual rotation since it does come up. And the rewards are very good. I mean, I've noticed that I've had a lot more materials, soulbone materials that I did not have before. So that's hidden weapon materials. Need to get back to my soulbone and get to my consumables. As you can see, getting a lot of those. So these, you use quite a bit of these each time that you do the enhancement. So I'm almost to the point where I can start working on sets in the supplemental. Okay. Also, something to note: they've updated the actual trial. You get the 10 tickets each day for doing the normal mode. Okay. They've actually added the an extra. They throw in the chest used to be just the basic, but they've added a Rakasha in there, so you now have her as an option right here inside of that 10 daily chest. So as you can see, I'm starting to rank up her stuff, so you can get free 10 shards for her daily just by doing your 100 a day. Normal mode, just do 100, and that's daily. It's that little Sodu festival. It for some reason it clears out whenever you do it, whenever you complete it. But it's definitely something that you want to focus on. So make sure that you do 100 each day, and believe me, you can do a one-click sweep now. What I've been doing, I just click on this, not wrong one. I click on the actual stamina. I purchase 5 staminas because inside of that normal mode, the festival, there's do the 100, but there's another tab you get Oscar sausages. If you do 5 times, you get all of the Oscar sausages. So I just purchased that 5. I then go into my bag and eat 4 or 5 sausages. Okay. And then I just go into whatever I'm focusing on. Right now I'm focusing on the sweeping of this to get this up to go. So I'm getting the rings, as you can see. And then you just click one-click sweep. It'll use all that stamina. Okay, so you don't have to. Used to be just sweep 10, and you'd have to sweep 10, sweep 10, sweep 10. And you don't even need to do that now. Just purchase all the stamina that you're going to use, and you can do that. Just hit that 5 times. Go into the bag, eat some sausages, however many you want, 4 or 5. I usually eat 4 or 5, and then just go to whatever you want. Hit one-click sweep, and it'll automatically sweep it all the way through. You can use all of it once, so just one click, and it does literally one-click sweep. Make sure you go into the settings and adjust it so that it doesn't use your diamonds after it runs out of stamina, because you don't want it to start purchasing more stamina with your diamonds. and you want to hold on to these diamonds because you're going to need to be stingy with these diamonds because of the fact that you're going to have to use them inside of the battle pass. If you want to get these tokens, you're going to need to buy XP. I mean, I focus on this relentlessly, and I can't get past 85. That's as far as I've ever gotten. Okay, so I always know that I'm going to need to purchase at least 5, somewhere between 5 to 10 of the actual shards. I can always get to 80. I've never not completed it, but getting past that is just really difficult, and you really have to focus, especially on the weekend when you get summoned to using those, and you really need to go in, look at each battle pass mission, and focus on making sure that you do complete it, and then turn them in. But and even doing that, I'm still coming up short, as I thought we were going to. I knew that there really wasn't going to be any way to actually complete that battle pass all the way to get the token on a normal basis, which is why they have the actual buy XP option. Otherwise, you'd never be able to get to it. But, you know, if you want an actual skin, then that's the way to do it. What I'm waiting to see is, are they going to add some more skins? It doesn't look like they're going to, because we've already came out with the shark. I don't see the shark anywhere in here. Okay, we've just got the SS pluses, the SS's and the S's, and then of course this one triple S. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any more of triple S skins in here. Well, let me rephrase that. I think that they'll probably change and put another one in here, but I got a feeling when they do that, he's probably going to disappear. So he'll be gone, and they'll throw another one in there. So keep that in mind as well too. That if you can't get it now, you might not be able to get it. You know, in the future, whenever they do a game update, they'll probably end up changing it and putting a new character in there. Okay, so but I don't think we're going to see a consistent, you know, like every SS being updated into this exchange shop, because this is a way to get a skin for free. So I doubt very seriously if they're going to open up the shop to the point where you can get all the skins for free on triple S characters. But don't see that happening. That would be way too generous. I was actually surprised that they put Evil Eye in there. But when you look at the fact that they're offering free shards inside the theater for him, and things like that, so you know, it's a very generous look. Considering he's a really good character, I was not even expecting to be that good. And you know, I was slightly jaded because the original double S is not anything to write home about. He's very weak, dies very fast, did pretty decent damage, but he was always dying. So I was expecting we were going to see the same type of setup, just he would have a little bit more survivability. I had no idea that I would see this much more survivability. But yeah, and he does get quite a bit of damage too. You'll see him zipping back and forth across the screen. So yeah, he's a very good character. So you definitely want to focus on building him up. The shark, which is the second one came out, she's going to be. I think she's going to be excellent, but I think she's going to be PvP staple. She really does a lot of single target attack damage. So you definitely want to look at that. Lang Lang, I think she's going to be excellent for healing. I've heard some people say that they got a lot that she's offering. You know, she does have some skill set where there is some attack increase. I didn't see it to be that much, but it might be a little bit more. Of course, if you look at the percentages and whatnot that they throw out. So once you get her up pretty high and get her skills maxed up, it might actually be enough to actually make it, you know, attain more damage. Problem is, you know, the other three don't need healing. It would be different if I was losing multiple people, and it would be different if they were like close to dying. They're not. So I really don't see the real need at this point to focus. I can just go 100% damage with an attacker. But I've got her. Okay, I'm going to get Ling Ling. Okay, she will be, you know, I'll have her. So if something comes up and she's needed, then we can go to work on her. So that's the good thing about this game. You can get all the characters, just by playing. You know, each character has 3 events associated with it, and if you participate in those 3 events, you will have enough shards to summon them. Okay, so if you're a new player, keep that in mind. If you just started, of course, you're in the welcome event, so you're not out on the server yet. But once you get out of that welcome event, they'll drop you right into where we're at. You'll start seeing all of these events that we see real time. Now, granted, you won't be able to go back and get some of the older characters, but you don't need to worry about that because they now have SS characters, and you can build an SS team. We've got Evil Eye, Triple S. We've got the Shark, Triple S. She, if you're just starting and you're a new player, you might want to consider building her, but really she's PvP centric, I think. You could, of course, use her in PvP, and of course she would do a ton of damage. But that's what we got. And then we've got Ling Ling, which is a healer. So something that you're definitely going to need until you get up to higher levels, when your soul bones and your hidden weapons can actually save you. Okay, so I've had some people. Raiding hidden weapons is exceedingly difficult. They're situational. Okay, this right here is an excellent hidden weapon for a tank. It's the best hidden weapon for a tank at this particular time. I assume that's going to be supplanted by this, and this will become the best weapon for a tank. That would be my logic, just based on absolute defense. But it hasn't come out yet. As you can see, we haven't got the shards for it yet. We're still working on Ty, this one. So, but it's difficult. But basically, just read it. This is a sword of judgment. Just by reading that, okay, it's a sword. So you're obviously going to want to put this on a melee character. Okay. Then you've got the Eye of Terror. If you read it, it says damage dealt coupled infection, effective last. Okay. Decrease attack, reduce crit, weaken attack. Okay, so it basically does, it puts infection on it. But if you look at it, it says AoE. Okay, so that means you're probably going to want to put this on a character that does AoE damage. Tank Sand does AoE damage. He has some tornadoes that swirl all over the screen doing AoE damage. Okay, so that's why I put it on him. Logical assumption. Okay, but yeah, so just read it. If it says if it's a hidden weapon that says it does ranged damage, put it on a ranged attack character. If it's a weapon that it's like a sword or a dagger and it focuses on melee damage, you want to put it on a melee character. And if it's a hidden weapon that promotes defense or anything like that, you of course want to put that on your tank. And then if it's a hidden weapon that says it grants healing or increases a healing effect, you of course want to put that on a healer. Okay, if you have one inside your team. So there's really not a whole, there is no best hidden weapon out there for the character. Okay, for right now, the best hidden weapons are any of the SS plus weapons that you can put on there. None of these are going to fanatically be better than the other one at this point. That of course might change once we start getting these and start building them up. The skill sets on these look really, really attractive in terms of what they offer. But it's of course it's a building game in this. You can only build it however much shards they give you. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, we've got the Crimson Cut still coming out. We've got the Light Spirit Blade. So as you can see, they're not giving us a lot of shards for hidden weapons. Only during a hidden weapon event where you see shards for these, which is really unfortunate. Well, there's actually inside of the theater. There's the 1 shard there if you want to get that as well. So keep that in mind, but there is no one best hidden weapon. Each hidden weapon has special properties, and you need to affix it to a character. Let's go. So Eye of Terror, you'd want to put this on something that does AoE damage. Okay, this one you'd want to put on something that does melee damage. This one you want to put on a tank. Okay, and that's it. So you want to read this. This is a Fiery Sky, ranged attack. So you want to put this on a ranged attacker. Okay, I've got it on her simply because of the fact that I needed someplace to put it, and I put it and it gave me more VP than what I had on before. So this would probably not be the best one for her, but I'm not using her in my main team. I don't use her for anything. I just affix this weapon so I could get more BP. But you want to put that on a ranged attacker. This right here, The wearer receives a 40 inch attack and AoE and a heal. Okay, so probably the best, I probably should rotate this over to actually put this on Ayin and see if I can get a little bit more BP. It might go down, it might be up, it might go up. You never know. The only way to do it is take it off and put it on. Try it. I do that every week. I just rotate these things around. This weekend I'll rotate it around a little bit more and see if I can get a little bit more out of the BP. That's what you do. So Cosmo Protector, you're going to want to put this, increases attack and defense. So you definitely want to put this on somebody that is actually going to be, because it grants defense, you could put this attack and defense. You could probably put it on a tank or a melee. Either one would be fine. Okay, because it increases in attack and you get defense. So anything that's going to increase your defense, it's definitely going to be something that you want to, of course, put at a melee character, and you get that protector. It looks sort of like a shield. Okay, so definitely want to put that on a melee character, or a healer, either one. And then we got the Phoenix Wing, when the wearer attacks with a ranged attack. So this is what you're going to want to put on a ranged character. Again, we haven't really had a chance to build these up, so I've just stuck it on here simply because of the fact that it was better than another S or an SS, and I got more BP. That's what I check is BP. Since I'm not using the character, I might as well just put these the high-end weapons on the supplemental characters to get a bump in your BP. So that's what you should do. But just read it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. As to which one, and there's no best hidden weapon, unfortunately. It's situational based on what's good for this is good for a tank. That's the best one for her. This one's the best one for range. This one's the best one for melee. That's the way you have to categorize it because of the facets involved in the game. And it's the same thing with Spirit Souls and whatnot. You just whatever they give you. Like, they've been very generous, surprisingly, with the SS Plus for the Dragon. I've almost gotten to the point where I can get, Final Star. I just need 7 more and I'll have him maxed out. Okay, so he's an excellent SS Plus from that. She's very good too. The Princess is very, very good too. So good that I've actually put her on a character that is that comes off of the supplemental because she's really, really good. So keep that in mind. We have not got a lot of introduction in terms of, we haven't got our first Triple S Spirit Soul. I assume we'll be seeing that probably in the next Spirit Soul event. We'll most likely see that Triple S Spirit Soul. So keep that in mind as well too. But all these are pretty good. Okay, I'm still actually, I use the Dragon and I use the Jade Phoenix for my secondary one on my Spirit Soul team, on my main team, simply because I've got it maxed out. And putting the other two in, I'm still a little bit off of the BP mark by about a million or so. But I'll get that up. The Golden Lion's pretty good as well too. I have tried him for a little while, but I still ended up getting a little bit more with the Phoenix, and then Jin. But we're not giving us a whole lot of shards for these, so we can't build them up. But she is very good. If you do get a chance to get shards for her, definitely take them. As you can see, I'm bringing her up. I've already got her at 173. But she's still, I still haven't got it. She's still, I can't even get the full first star for her because, the shards are they're giving us a lot of shards for these now. So your 4's got these 4 in it, which is not bad because I'm still building. But as of right now, those are useless too because these are both maxed out well. I maxed her out last week, so can't do anything more for her. So again, I'm now banking chests for them. See, I'm now banking the chest for them because they're all maxed out. So hopefully I'll be able to use those shards, once we can start cashing in SS shards and whatnot. So what I would really like to see is where we can class in the shards and utilize that. Get a shard that's like an Omni shard if you're looking at Bleach or whatnot, but a generic shard that can be used on any of the weapons. Like maybe 5 or 10 shards from another character will allow you to, sell it and get a a universal shard or something. And then that way we could put it on any one of them. Haven't seen that as of yet, but you know, it is what it is. You know, but we can't get to that point yet where we're got that much flexibility. We have a lot of flexibility with the, of course, with the regeneration shop and whatnot. But there's still, you know, there's still some things we can't quite do, but we will in the future. All right, so that's all we got at this particular point. So go ahead and get in there, take part in the TAI, and remember to purchase all the Martial Soul stuff. All right, so that's it. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop the video. Kid Rick coming at you from the corner, signing out.